Hey everyone, I'm Doc. Thanks for tuning in, and these are my most anticipated movies of 2021. Okay, so before I get started, obviously, some of these movies were supposed to come out in 2020, and there's no telling when they will actually make it to the theaters or to the streaming services. We're just going to assume that the movies that are listed right now will eventually be coming out in 2021. Let's all hope, but who knows? It may be that they get pushed back. In any case, right now, these are the movies I'm most anticipating. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, the first movie is Don't Look Up. And until very recently, I knew nothing about this movie. I was watching a new trailer. It's a really good trailer for all of Netflix's movies for this year. And this was the last movie they kind of gave a sneak peek of, and I knew nothing about it. And you just see DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence standing on a cargo plane as the back is opening up for them, and they have strange expressions on their face, and they look like they're about to get ready to do some heavy acting. And if it was just those two, that would be enough for me to really look forward to seeing the movie. But when you check out the rest of the cast, it just blows you out of the water. They have Timothée Chalamet, Cate Blanchett. It's also got Meryl Streep, Chris Evans, Jonah Hill. It's directed by Adam McKay. I love Adam McKay, or I should say every movie that he's ever directed I've loved. So especially his last couple with The Big Short and Vice. So I'm really excited for this one, even if we've only seen like 10 seconds of the movie so far. So I'm going to avoid watching any more trailers. I just can't wait for this movie to hit Netflix. So next up is Dune, directed by Denis Villeneuve. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but this is a movie that I know may be the most anticipated or among the most anticipated movies of 2021. It was certainly going to be one of the movies people were most looking forward to last year. Didn't come out, it got pushed back. So I can't wait. It seems like we've been waiting forever since those trailers dropped. To be honest, I only read the book for the first time last year because I was getting excited about, a big production of this movie. I don't know why I was getting excited. It just I never read the books, or I haven't even seen the David Lynch movie, because I always heard it was a little bit campy, and I know a lot of people love it, but it's something that I used to see on like late night cable sometimes, and it just looked like a really generic Star Wars ripoff, which there's a lot of those coming out in the 80s and early 90s. So I just kind of ignored it, never saw more than bits and pieces of it. But when they announced the new movie, and a lot of people were getting excited about it, and they cast again Timothée Chalamet, I was like, okay, this looks like it's going to be good, or at least they're putting a lot of money behind it. But I didn't want to see it before I'd read the book, and so I finally read the book, and wow, they're classics for a reason. The first novel was amazing, and even though it's really long, it's one of those novels that the story is quite simple, and so they go a lot into the description of the history and the characters and the settings and the culture. But there's not a lot of plot, so I think it's going to fit really well into a movie. So I'm really excited. The trailer looks great, the cast looks great, and so like you and everyone else, we're all just waiting with great anticipation for this one to finally hit theaters. Next up is The Green Knight. This is a movie directed by David Lowery. There's a good chance that you haven't heard of it or seen the trailer, or you may not even know who David Lowery is. He's probably best known for directing the I think it's Puff the Magic Dragon movie, the live action Disney movie with Robert Redford. I've never seen it, but what I have seen is a couple of his more recent movies. A Ghost Story was maybe my favorite movie of the 2010s. It came out in 2017. It's with Rooney Mara and Casey Affleck, and it's a movie that's not for everyone, but it's just this kind of existential look at death and life and how you get over grief. And all I can say is there's a 6-minute long take of Rooney Mara eating a pie, and it's the most amazing thing you will ever see in a movie. So with that movie and The Old Man and the Gun, which came out maybe 2 years ago, a kind of classic 70s style bank robber movie with Robert Redford. I am all in on David Lowery. He's one of my favorite directors working today. And so this movie, The Green Knight, whatever it was about, I would be into it. But when I found out that it's a take on the King Arthur story, and just the trailer makes it look amazing and crazy and trippy and a lot more adjectives that just seems perfect for my tastes. And so I'm really looking forward to it. I have a feeling, like A Ghost Story, it's not going to be for everyone. It's probably going to be kind of a cross between Guy Ritchie and Midsommar or Hereditary. So somewhere in that middle ground. But I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait. Next up is Judas and the Black Messiah. I don't know a lot about this movie. I've seen the trailer. I know that it is directed by Shaka King. I don't know anything about who he is, but it is about the Black Panthers. And the only thing I really needed to know is that it's got Lakeith Stanfield. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, but he is one of my favorite actors working today. Everything that he's been in has been amazing, starting with Atlanta and some of the movies he's been in recently. So I'm really digging the trailer, and I can't wait to see that movie. And finally, last up on my list is Top Gun Maverick. I don't think I need to say a lot about this movie. Like Dune, I'm sure it's one of the most highly anticipated movies of the year. Again, one that's been pushed back from 2020. And if you've seen the trailer, then you're probably just as jazzed as I am for it. It looks like a perfect blend of nostalgia for the original movie, but with a modern take. And the cast, just Glenn Powell, this is my prediction. Glenn Powell, you may not know who he is now. If you've seen Scream Queens, he was amazing in it, and he is going to be a huge star once this movie comes out. I'm predicting it now. And so yeah, I just can't wait for this movie. The one other thing I'll add is that instead of Top Gun Maverick, maybe they should have just called it, they're called Orders, because that moment in the trailer is perfect. So yeah, I'm really excited for Top Gun, and that is the list of the top 5 movies I'm most anticipating in 2021. Go ahead and comment on which movies you're most looking forward to. I know there's a lot of movies I've missed. There's just so many movies that we're waiting for because of the everything getting pushed back. So yeah, this is going to be a great year, and I can't wait. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.